Bridesmaids. I just wrote it down, and the first thing that came to my head, I mean, there's so many. We just had Wendy McClendon-Covey on the show. We've had her on a couple of times. And we've talked all about the poop scene, and we've talked all about the towel breaking in half. Just brilliant. But the first thing that popped into my mind yesterday when I was thinking about Bridesmaids was Kristen Wiig and John Hamm in bed.
Yeah.
And that opening conversation, which is so funny.
Yeah. That was, I mean, that I love, I'm very proud of that movie. That was an interesting scene because I'll tell you an inside story. So, we shot that scene. We shoot a lot of stuff and a lot of extra material, a lot of jokes and all this. But the joke of that scene was supposed to be that he wants to get her out of the house and she won't get out of the bed. So we have all this hilarious stuff with Kristen pretending that she's tired and like he's like, hey, really it's kind of time to go. And she's like, oh, I'm just so comfortable. And literally it got to the point where he actually is like dragging her out of the bed. And so we thought it was hilarious. So we do a test screening we put them in front of all of our comedy professional friends, and it just destroys. I mean, like, people are howling. I'm just like, we've got the biggest hit ever because this opening scene is great. We did our first test screening in front of a real audience of people off the street, and it bombed. It got no laughs whatsoever. And we realized that she came off so pathetic in that scene that the minute he was like, get out of here, people are like, why the hell is she staying in this bed? So when we did the re-edit, you'll notice now it's all very subtle of him being like romantic and stuff. And the minute he says, wow, I really want you to leave, but I don't want to sound like a dick, you cut immediately to her walking out of the place. And then it gets this giant, what we call B-side laugh, because you get it on the other side of the cut. And it was a real lesson of understanding like what an audience wants out of their lead character, and they don't care if it's going to be funny. If the character becomes pathetic or not realistic to them, they will bail on it. And it was a great lesson.
Wow.
And then you had her trapped inside, and she had to crawl over the gate.
Crawl over the fence.
It's just the comedy of trying to get out, and then that's hilarious because you're like, oh no, you poor